Hey guys, Chef Chris Tenike here from Jack Allen's Kitchen and Salt Traders Coastal Cooking. Today we're going to do one of my favorite dishes out of the Catch, Cook, and Eat cookbook. It's in the cookbook. It's a blackened mahi-mahi with a really nice citrus au jus, but we're going to kind of do a curveball with you and sub the fish out for a redfish. Carol, who's been a really great partner of mine for years, is kind of the red drum, black drum queen. So in honor of her, we're going to do the redfish today. First off, we want to start with the au jus that's going to go on the bottom of the plate. This is really, really simple. One of the reasons I love this recipe is it's really at-home friendly. We're doing it in a commercial setting today, but I'm going to walk you through how to do it at home because it's a really, really simple recipe to put together. So we'll start with the au jus. We got some local grapefruit here. That's coming out of South Texas, so that's kind of the base of what we're going to be doing. That's going to make up the au jus for the fish. Here we got a little bit of red wine vinegar. Here we got a white wine vinegar. Here we got a little bit of olive oil. So when you add this olive oil, you just want to kind of emulsify a little bit. So you can see that olive oil kind of beading up into the citrus. That's a good sign. Just want to emulsify a little bit. Now, because everything that we have in that bowl is going to be really tart and citrusy, we want to just sweeten it up a little bit with some honey. I like a lot of honey. Recipe calls for a tablespoon. I'm going to do 2 just because I like it really, really sweet. So we'll just kind of fold that in. A little bit of salt and pepper. And the reason we're doing this thing first is we want all of these ingredients here to kind of steep in. So this is just a little bit of garlic. Just a little bit of just shaved white onion. And you're in Texas, so you got to do jalapeno. I like a lot of jalapeno again, so I threw a little bit of extra in there. And really the idea is just to incorporate those ingredients and let them just kind of steep into the sauce. This is going to kind of add that onion garlic flavor. It's going to spice it up a little bit with the jalapeno. It's going to go really, really great with the redfish. Okay. So now that that sauce is ready, let's move on to the redfish. So here we got our redfish fillet. This is kind of an at-home portion right here, just a little 6-ounce cut. This is farm raised out of Palacios, Texas, and we're going to do a nice, good blackened seasoning on it. So the idea of blackening is not only the seasoning that you put on it, but the way you cook it. You want to get your pan at home really, really hot with a good olive oil, maybe an avocado oil. It's got a higher smoking temp, but you want to put a really good crust on the top of that fish. So we start with the seasoning. Here there's a little cumin, smoked paprika, a little bit of dried thyme. I like to do a little bit of brown sugar in mine because it caramelizes the fish really nice. And then just some Cajun seasonings. But for a good blackened fish, you really want to coat it. That's where you're going to get all your flavor from, okay? Really pack it in there. You want to do the belly of the fish because that's where you're going to start. If I was at home, I would be doing this in a hot skillet. But since we have the luxury of the restaurant, we're going to do it on the plancha. We're just going to put it right there, get a nice good sear on it. Okay, let's make the mango relish now. Mango relish is super easy as well. What you want to do is pick out some really ripe mangoes that are going to be ready to eat. You don't want to sit on them for 2 or 3 days. A little bit of fresh avocado, same thing. You want it to be ready to go. A little bit of olive oil and some fresh chopped cilantro. Very Texas ingredients. You know, fruit and fish go really, really well together. The creaminess from the avocado is going to go great with this blackened fish, and then the spice from that jalapeno is going to kick it up again. So what we're going to start with is we got a little bit of that jalapeno and onion that we put into the au jus with that fresh avocado. Here we've got a little bit of mango that we just chopped up. A little bit of olive oil just to kind of brighten it up. Here are some fresh chopped cilantro. And then you got to season it with a little S&P. Now in the cookbook it doesn't call for this, but a little chef's trick. I'm going to throw a little bit of lime just right on top. I'm a huge lime fan. Lime and cilantro go really good together. We're just going to brighten that up a little bit with some fresh lime. And then again, all you want to do is just bring all those ingredients together. You don't want to go too hard and smash your avocado. You want to kind of keep everything in its original form. But that's it. Here, if I was gonna do it at home for a dinner guest, I might throw roasted chilies, maybe some corn in it. It's kind of have fun with it. But this is gonna go really great with that blackened seasoning. All right, our fish is ready to flip now, so we're gonna give it a little flip. Look at that crust on there. All that flavor just kind of took right onto it. Okay, guys, so we have our grapefruit citrus au jus ready. We've got our mango, avocado, and jalapeno relish ready. Sounds like our fish is ready. Let's plate. First off, we want to start with the au jus. I like to get all the veggies to kind of hold the fish up a little bit. And don't be afraid of that au jus. It goes really, really great with that fish. So when you're plating at home, make sure you pour a little extra on there. Okay, we've got our blackened redfish right here. And we just finish it with this nice little relish. I like to come back right on top with a little bit of that au jus and just kind of drizzle right over the top. And because we're chefs, we have to make it look pretty. So this is just a little bit of micro cilantro that we're just going to kind of garnish with. And there you have it. Blackened redfish with a grapefruit au jus, mango avocado relish.